my Scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for Confessions of a Paper Addict design team layout. As you can see, I am using this fabulous cut file that is called Beach, and it's got a super cute little toucan, a fish, and a crab embellishment already part of the title. So I've popped it all up on foam, and I'm using this backing paper that's a little bit different to my normal style with that sort of cartoon-esque drawn on seashells and starfish and what have you. Now, they're not really my cup of tea, so I'm actually going to kind of cover those up with my photos. Now, this absolutely isn't a necessity. Obviously, the paper is designed for them to be part of the background and to be a feature on the page. It's just not really my cup of tea. So for me, I'm going to make sure that my photos go on top of those and that my cut file is sitting on top of those. But obviously, if it suited your style or it is something that you quite liked about the paper, you would, of course, leave those visible. So this is a piece of paper that's been in my stash for many, 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 many years. So I'm quite excited to finally be using it. Now, this super cute cut file is like a whole piece of ephemera all on its own. The title is already there. And it's just fabulous. So I definitely recommend checking out the Etsy shop, which I have popped in the link in my description box. I've got a direct link to this specific cut file, which is obviously called Beach, but I also have a link to the Etsy shop itself where there are thousands of other cut files that you can check out. So don't forget, there is basically a cut file for everything you could possibly think of over in the COAPA Cutfiles Etsy shop. And there is also a link to the Facebook group, which I definitely recommend joining. That is where you find out about any giveaways or challenges or discount codes, and it is also the spot where Virginia will share her freebies of the month as well. So this layout itself has got 4 photographs, and I could not choose between them. They are all relatively the same, but gosh, he's a little cutie, and I just needed them all. So I decided I would do 2 down the bottom and 2 up the top, kind of in that diagonal feel, and then just really simple embellishments because I love the way the sandpaper in the background really is on point with the theme, and I just thought I'd keep it simple. Now, this is the These Days collection from Coco Vanilla Studios, and it just went really well with the photos. It's not a beachy themed collection at all, but the colouring of it went really well with the photos because it's actually winter. You can tell he's got a big woolen jumper on. It is certainly not a normal beach day, but it was the perfect weather for exploring the rocks and finding little treasures. So I didn't want to use kind of a too summery beachy field collection. I wanted to use this sort of muted color tones that goes really well with the winter theme. And I'm pretty much done. The small amount of embellishments I've put on is exactly how I'm going to stick with it. So then I'm going to pop on some splatters, and I'm just going with black, and I will also pop on some gold as well. Keep a lookout for when I put a huge massive splotch onto my photo. I do manage to mostly clean that up, but I'm not going to highlight that area for you because it is a little bit messy now. But I'm really, really happy with how this came out. I just coloured in the little eye dots with a black Sharpie just to give them a little bit of a pop, and the layout is complete. So thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you all next time.